Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? I am so excited to do this video today. I know that I did a U-haul on a grip of makeup that I got about, I believe it was almost a month ago, but I never got to make a video on the review of the E.L.F. cosmetics products that I have. I have so many of their products. I have every one of their brushes. I have their foundation, their BB creams, their finishing powders. I have so much of their products, so I wanted to go ahead and make a video on reviewing the products. The whole look that I do have on today, maybe including maybe one or two products, the entire look is from E.L.F. From the eyeshadow to the highlight, the foundation, the primer, the lip gloss, everything that you see on my face today is E.L.F. Cosmetics. I did want to go ahead and share the products with you that I absolutely love. I really don't have that many that I don't care much for. Surprisingly, all their products are actually really good. I will go ahead and share with you guys the ones that I wouldn't even recommend you guys even spending $3 or $6 buying. But I'm going to try and do this quick just because I have so many of their products. But I will share with you guys my favorite of their products, the products that I believe are must-haves and that are amazing, especially for the price that we pay for. So if you guys want to go ahead and see my review on the E.L.F. products and on the products that I use today, go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, starting off, I'm going to share with you guys the products that I use to prep my face today. I did use the E.L.F. SPF 20 face primer. Sorry, the lighting is horrible. There you go. And I used the E.L.F. eye refresher. I put that on after I put my moisturizer on and I let it dry up. And then I used the E.L.F. hydrating under eye primer. And then to prep my lips, I did use the E.L.F. lip primer and lip plumper. So I did use that to start off the look on my face. I do like these products. I do use these a lot. Oh, I'm sorry, I completely forgot one. And I also use the HD mattifying balm. Out of all these products, this and the under eye primer are my favorite products. I completely love them. These were both $6 each. The mattifying balm, the reason I like it because you can use it for so many different ways. You can use it underneath as a primer, you can mix it with a primer, or you can use it over the foundation. And what it does, it just kind of takes any shine off the face. It mattifies the look. And I just really, really love it. It is a very silky texture. It works wonders. It's amazing. I do use this a lot, and I also keep it in my purse. During the summer, it tends to get really hot over here. So I do love to keep this in my purse to go ahead and take any shine out of my forehead. The under eye primer works amazing. I don't care what concealer you use. This primer actually helps with the setting of the concealer. It helps so that the under eye does not crease up, and it allows your concealer to set very well as well and to look very natural. So out of all these products, those two for me are must-haves, and also the primer as well. It's a really good primer. It does smooth out the pores, and it allows your foundation to just come on so smooth. So as far as the lip plumper and the primer, I really don't see a difference. You can feel it tingle a little, but other than that, I really don't see a difference. I don't use it a lot. I hadn't used this in probably over 2 months. The only reason I used it today was because I did an entire look based off of only the E.L.F. products. The eye refresher, I do like it just because, and I do use this in the morning and at night before I'm going to bed because it really helps with the puffiness underneath my eyes. But also when you apply it, it feels really, really cold, and it just works amazing underneath the eyes. As far as the brushes, I did use only E.L.F. brushes to do my entire look. For the contouring and I believe that's it. Just for the contouring was the only, I don't have any products that are really, really dark for E.L.F. that allowed me to contour, so I did have to go outside of the E.L.F. products. But as far as applying the products from everything, I did use their brushes. I have all of the brushes that E.L.F. has, all their $3 brushes, I have them all. I know they have a different selection. They have their brushes that are $1 and $1. Oh my gosh, sorry, I can see the lighting's getting orange. They have their brushes that are $1 and they have their brushes that are $3. I have literally their entire set of brushes. I am obsessed with their brushes. I have so many different products, from Real Technique to Amazon brushes to a couple of Morse and Sigma brushes. I do use a lot of them, but these are always my go-to. I use these every day or whenever I do my makeup. The bristles are just really, really good, very thick, very soft on the skin. They're very durable. They blend the makeup very well, and they also hold on to the product as well. I absolutely, absolutely love their brushes. They have brushes for everything from, this right here is one of my favorite. $3, and it works just as good as the brushes that are like this that cost like $40. It is what I use to contour, as you can see the light right there. And again, sorry, I need something bright. The lighting, there you go. The lighting is horrible. Alright, so they're just amazing brushes. I absolutely love their brushes. I will be sharing with you guys the brushes I also used to apply the makeup that I did apply as well. Sorry, I have a mess everywhere. There's so many E.L.F. products, and I have so many E.L.F. products right here. So let's go ahead and share this with you as well. This is the E.L.F. Makeup Mist and Set. I use this for a couple of different things. I use this to set my makeup, and I also use this as well. I spray it on my brush before I'm putting my concealer on, and also before I'm applying my foundation. It just really helps to smooth it out and to apply it on nicely. And also the Makeup Mist and Set, it's only, I believe it's $3. I actually need to restock, and it has it's made with green tea, cucumber, vitamin A, C, and E, and Olay, and I just love it. It works wonders. I had a $40 mist spray from Too Faced that I had gotten, and I did take it back just because it worked just as well as this did. I'm not saying this worked better than that one, but it worked just as well. It did the same thing. So I wanted to go ahead and get my $40 back, since I did have one that was only $3 that worked just as great. I absolutely love it. This right here is a must-have. I think anyone who loves setting sprays, I'm telling you, you have to try this. It works wonders. Alright, the next products that I'm going to share are their foundations. I do have the moisturizing foundation stick, as well as the Flawless Finish foundation, and I do have their BB cream broad spectrum of SPF 20. I didn't use this today, and the only reason that is because this is so light. It looked darker on the website than it did when it got here. I'm like 5 shades darker than I was 2 months ago. So all 3 of these I really haven't been able to use, and if I do use it, I have to mix it with a darker foundation that I have. I do love the foundations. The BB cream is also really well. I only use the BB cream to cover any of the blemishes on my face, but it works wonders. I love it, and I would spend, and I would recommend to spend $6 on this. Another one that I do have is like I said, the Flawless Foundation Finish foundation. This I love. I was using it every day when I first got it. It doesn't feel dewy or sticky. It sets really well, and again, for the price, it works amazing. This is not the foundation that I do have on, but I would recommend this as well. I have a lot of nothing but good things to say about their foundations and their BB cream. Now, the moisturizing foundation stick is what I did use. What I like about it is, again, the name says it all, moisturizing foundation stick. It does moisturize your face. It doesn't make your face feel dry. I did have to mix a different color with this, just because if you see this, hold on again, my lighting is getting horrible. If you see this, it is so... It is way too light for the color of my skin now. So what I had to do is I mixed it with my L'Oreal Visible Lift foundation, which is really dark. So this is way too dark for me, and this is way too light, but them mixed together works wonders. So that is the color, the foundation that I do have on. I just really like it because it has such a natural look. It blends in very well. With this, if you have very oily skin, I wouldn't recommend using it. Because it is a moisturizing foundation stick, it does have a dewy finish to it. That's why I did use my mattifying balm underneath this, just because I didn't want it to look too dewy. I do like it, but I don't use it that much just because I don't have oily skin. But here during the summer, my skin does tend to get oily, so I do try and stay away from this. The only reason that I use this today is because I did want to show that it does leave a beautiful look, and it is a great foundation. So I did want to go ahead and share this with you guys as well. And I used the Ultimate Blending Brush to blend in the foundation and to blend in the after look after I had put everything in. And again, like I said, I absolutely love their brushes. All their brushes are must-have. Alright, as far as their bronzers and eyeshadows and highlighters, I do have like all of them. Oh my gosh, I do have like all of them. Anyways, so these are all it. This right here is the Baked Bronzer. This is the St. Lucia. And then I have the Pixie, which is the Pixie is one of the eyeshadows that I do have on. And then I have their Burnt Plum, Toasted. I'm sorry, again, the lighting is horrible. And then I have their Chocolate Dreams, their Moonlight Serenade. Oh, Serenade. It's so hard to see. And I do have their Enchanted. The Enchanted is what I have on along with the Pixie. And then for the eyeshadow, I do have their Prism eyeshadow palette that I'm absolutely in love with. It doesn't have the names for all of them, but this is the color that I do have on the outside, and I have a little bit of the orange on the top of that as well. And how I blended it all that in is I got this thing from Ipsy. It is the all natural tinted. You can use it for it says a light tinted balm to give lips and cheeks a slight flush and dewy finish. But I used it on the eyes and underneath the eyes. Again, this light's not doing it justice, but it has the color, but it also adds like a dewy finish to it, like a wet kind of look. So that's what I was going for. I'm sorry, this looks horrible. I didn't even notice that. Let's fix that. There we go. Whatever, we all get that. And I do have that underneath the eyes. I did use this right here as well as one of the highlights to highlight my cheeks, but that wasn't all that I used. But this palette right here is 10 bucks, but this is a must-have palette. The colors are very pigmented. I love it. You can use it for the cheeks. You can use it for the eyes. You can use it for whatever you want to use it, but I would recommend spending $10 on this. What I used to highlight was this little tube right here. I absolutely love this, and what I like about it is that you can mix this in your foundation to add some shimmer or some glow to your face. It is another one of the highlights that I do have on the cheeks. I love it because it's only $1 and it's very, very pigmented. This is the one that I said that there's a product that was like a must-have, and this is that product. If you just look at the shimmer in that, it's such a beautiful, beautiful shimmer, and it just works wonders on the face. I absolutely love it. I can't believe it's only $1. They have different colors, and I don't have all the colors, but I do need to get them all. For $1, I'm truly amazed at how wonderful that product is and how well it works. Another thing that I used to finish off that was the eyeshadow one that I showed you. That's what I used to finish off the look. For the highlighting all over the face was in that eyeshadow palette that just works wonders. There's so many products. I'm like looking and I'm like, what did I share already? What have I shared? So if this video looks kind of just like, what the heck? I'm sorry. I just have so many products and it's just ridiculous. So for the concealer, I did use the tone correcting concealer. And I like it. It works really good. It's not a full coverage. As you can see, you can still see a little bit of the dark circles. But for the price, it was $1. It does work really good. For those of you that are on a budget, this is a good concealer. Again, it was only $1. So it is a good concealer to have. I did put it underneath the eyes and also on the nose to kind of allow my face to stand out in the areas that I wanted to stand out. And it does have a good coverage. It's not a deep coverage, but it has a medium base coverage. And again, for it being $1, for those of you that are on a budget, I would recommend getting it. I also have the under eye concealer and highlight. I don't use it as much, but every now and then when I'm just playing and when I really don't want to use more of my expensive products, I will use this. And it does work. The only thing about the E.L.F. products, not all of them, but some of them, is they just don't have some of the pigment of more of the expensive products or the coverage, but they do what they're supposed to do. They do have a good coverage. They do have a good amount of pigment. And for the price, I'm trying to look because I'm getting orange again. For the price, you can't beat that. You can't. They have great products for great prices. So these I would really recommend for those of you that are really on a budget. These would be great products to have. So as far as the setting powders, I did use their high definition under eye setting powder. That's what I used to set my concealer. This right here, it was $3. I use this all the time, whether I'm using my E.L.F. foundation or no matter what I'm using. This is my go-to for the under eye setting primer. I use this all the time. I love it. It sets the under eye concealer very well and it doesn't crease up on you. So I really like it. The only thing is it has a tint of a shimmer, but you can't tell unless someone's looking like all up in your face. So let's see. Sorry, I'm like getting close, but I want you guys just to look at the face. I think it looks really good. I like it. It's simple. It's not too much. It's kind of natural and it has great coverage. The other two that I do use are the HD high definition powders. I do have the one in sheer and the one in shimmer. This has more of a shimmer. It's brown and this is of a white powder. I did use the shimmer rose one to set the entire face. And again, these were, I want to say $6. Oh my gosh. If this freaking camera, I'm sorry you guys, I'm still using my Mac desktop for my camera until I buy my camera. But these right here are just amazing. They work wonders. They set the makeup really good. And if you want a kind of little bit of a shimmer, I would recommend the shimmer one. It's called Shimmer. So I would highly recommend it. Alright, to add a little bit of a bronzer after I contoured, I did use my Naked Nude palette to contour, just because I really don't have any E.L.F. cosmetics that are dark enough for me to do a contour. I did use the golden bronzer. I really like this just because it does add a hint of color, but a perfect amount of shimmer as well. So I did use this in the areas that I did contour just to add a little bit more of a pop and also a little bit more of a shimmer. You keep hearing me say shimmer, but the reason that I did more of a shimmer is because it is the summer outside. I want a glow on my face and I want more of a shimmer look, so that's why I'm using more products that do have shimmer just to kind of help the shimmerness and to help my face glow and just pop out. So I did stick to more of the shimmery theme as far as when it comes to the products that I used on my face, but they do have this in a darker shade and a darker colors, so I would recommend these. They are really good. They have a good pigmentation to them and they also do what they're supposed to do. So as far as the lipstick or lip gloss that I have on, I did use the conditioning lip balm, and this is in the Nice and Natural. And over that, I used their nude lip balm SPF 15 as well. So I did mix these two together. They're about the same exact color. So this is what I have on. I don't have any of their lip liners. So again, I wanted to use as much as of the E.L.F. products that I had. So I really didn't use anything else on the lip but these two. I do love their lip balms and their conditioning lip balm. They are so amazing on the lips. They have a good coverage. They all do have a very glossy look. So those of you that are trying to stick more to the matte looks, I wouldn't recommend getting these because they're far from matte. They are very glossy. What I like about it though is it doesn't stick. It's not a sticky consistency. So that's another good thing. There's nothing worse than wearing lip gloss that kind of sticks. But it is a very pretty color. It's very nude. It doesn't have any rose hints or nothing like that. It's just it's very nude and very natural. So I have all of their conditioning lip balms, and I love them all. So anyone that you want to get, I would recommend getting because they are amazing. Alright, the last two products that I'm going to share, I did not use today, but I do recommend having them. Their sharpeners are amazing. They were like I think this was $1 and this was $3. No, I think they were both $1. I don't remember, but they are amazing. They sharpen your pencils, your lip liners, your eyeliners very, very well. It doesn't break the edges off like some sharpeners do. So I really was surprised with these. I really do like them because I know when you buy cheap sharpeners, sometimes they mess up your pencils or whatever it is you're trying to sharpen, but these work really, really great, so I would really recommend them. Like I'm telling you, I have a grip of E.L.F. products. And the other two are their all over color sticks. I use one for blush, which is the darker pink one. I do use that as a blush. And then I do use the Permission as a highlight. I like it because if you're trying to do, again, more of a natural look, but with more of a natural highlight where you're trying to just keep it simple, this would be the go-to. It doesn't do too much, but you can see, especially when you're in the right lighting or when the sun hits you in a certain direction, you can see that glow, and it's just so beautiful. So I would really, really, really recommend these. Another one that I would recommend is I absolutely, absolutely love their blushes. Very, very pigmented. A little goes a long way, but I've also used this as a lipstick, and what I do is I put this dewy lip gloss that they sent me from Ipsy on my lips, and then I put a little bit of this over it, and you can literally use it as a lipstick. It's all about being creative, all about using what you got to get the look that you want. So alright, well, we are all finished. It looks like I did share all the products from E.L.F. that I have. There are a couple more that I did not get to share on the video, but again, you guys get the point. Overall, I do give E.L.F. probably about an 8 out of 10. You can't beat the prices. You can't beat the product. The only products that I would recommend not spending any of your money on is probably like their mascaras, their eyeliners. They are horrible. I was pretty surprised just because everything else that I have of theirs I've loved and I've liked and I do use. So when I used their mascara and their eyeliner, I was very, very, very disappointed. I put one of their eyeliners on, and then in like 10 minutes I looked at my eye and it was completely gone, like literally disappeared on its own, and I did take it back. So the mascara really doesn't do much. It's very, very liquidy. The consistency is not well, and it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. So again, all their products I would recommend getting. I actually have their new cleansing products on the way. They just came out with some new products, and I want to order them as well. Because I spent a good amount of money on there, they also sent me a $5 gift card. So they do look out for their customers. They really love their customers. I'm not advertising for them. This is not a paid review or anything like that. They've never even reached out to me or anything, but I did want to go ahead and do this for my followers. And for those of you out there that really don't have a budget or have a lot of money to spend and just want to be able to have a lot of makeup and want to be able to play with your makeup and do whatever it is you want to do, you don't have to have a lot of money to do it. Again, what I love about E.L.F. is that they have $1, $3, $6 products. I think the most expensive that they get is $12, and that's just like their facial cleansers and stuff like that. But I would recommend this for you guys. It's fun to play with. They have a good coverage. It's a beautiful, flawless look. So just remember, though, you don't have to wear makeup to look beautiful. It's not the makeup that makes you look beautiful. It's your inner beauty that makes you beautiful. We're all beautiful. God made us all in His own image for a reason. He all made us to look different for a reason. So don't ever let anyone, social media, the entertainment industry, or don't ever let anything outside of who you are make you feel like you are not beautiful. No matter what size you are, no matter what color you are, no matter how you look, whether you have short or long hair, you are beautiful. Love yourself, because it's about how you feel about yourself. You could be the most beautiful woman in the world and be very insecure, and that is what shows off to others, is the insecurity. There's a difference between being confident and conceited. Just remember, be confident in who you are, be confident in your own skin, and don't ever let anyone try to tell you or tease you or tell you that you are not beautiful, because you are. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys liked it. I'm sorry that I got kind of lengthy. I love you guys. God bless. And remember, you are all beautiful in your own way.